Running hybrid configuration wizard. Alright, so we have users here. We have users in Office 365. Users are synced. Directory information is synced. User representation is there. And I have on-premise users here with the mailboxes. The on-premise mailboxes are here. User account information, though, it's synced with Office 365. Now it's time to create or configure the hybrid deployment wizard. Before that, we need to see that MRS proxy is enabled. So in order to check that, need to go to Exchange Management Shell and see get web services virtual directory, and I would like to filter it with the server name and with MRS proxy status. And right now I have just one server, so that returns just one server, which is mail, and MRS proxy status is false. So while it is false, I would like to enable it, and as I have just one server, or let me just run this commandlet that says get web service virtual directory, Active Directory properties only where MRS proxy enabled is not equal to true. So for only those servers where MRS proxy enabled is not equal to true, do what? Set web services virtual directory, MRS proxy enabled true. Okay. And now if I go back to get the status, so MRS proxy enabled is true. Awesome. Let's move on to hybrid. And with the hybrid deployment, I need to go to and configure this hybrid deployment, which would like me to sign into Office 365, which is fine. We have to do it. So I would sign in as connect admin at ITsense. And once I sign in, I will be getting, oh sorry, I would say always allow pop-up. And this file hybrid setup.exe will be downloaded on the computer. I will run it, and that's the interesting part. Install. While installing, let me just pause the video and I will be back. Okay, so now I will run this wizard and run the file. It's been downloaded, and interesting stuff will start now. Hybrid configuration wizard, and now this, as you can see, to configure coexistence between my on-premise environment and Exchange Online, aka Office 365, which is basically, and now it's detecting the optimal Exchange server, and that's the only one in my case. Okay. And it's hosted by my Office 365 organization is hosted by Office 365 worldwide. It's okay in my case. I have just one server. Otherwise, if you have multiple servers, though it has the ability to detect the best optimal Exchange server, but you can specify any manual servers. Only 2010, 13, or 16, because hybrid deployment, as you know, is only available for these versions. Any version prior to that, you need to go with, staged migration. So, please provide on-premise Exchange administrator account credentials. I am fine with it. Office 365. I will provide credentials here, which was, I think, let's see. Okay. Next. It's gathering some configuration information. Hopefully you'll get all green. And we got all greens. Now, minimal hybrid or full hybrid. Okay. Minimal settings so you can seamlessly move, or full hybrid, well, you configure with full hybrid features include FreeBSD sharing, enhanced email flow, so it depends what you're looking for. And I think e-discovery or long-term coexistence. Let's see full hybrid. A federation trust is not enabled. We need to enable the federation trust. So users, on-premise users, as well as Office 365 users of my organization can share, FreeBSD information. When I say Office 365 in terms of Exchange, we are talking about Exchange Online. So let's enable Federation Trust. Okay, here I need to enable, verify the ownership. So what I will do, I will pause the video and I will come back. Okay, I verified the domain ownership and it accepted because I've added that text record that it wanted me to add to configure Federation Trust, and this was the value in that. Anyway, the hybrid configuration. Now, I want to configure my client access the mailbox server for secure mail transport. The transportation between on-premise organization, between on-premise organization and Office 365, aka Exchange Online, for secure bidirectional mail transport. Under advanced, I don't want centralized mail transport. I just want this option. and choose one or more, and that's the mail server that I will choose. One or more Exchange server to host connector for secure mail transport with Exchange Online, and I select that. It's loading the certificate, and choose the certificate, and that's the one that I will select, that I got from third party, and free or fully qualified domain name for on-premise organization, which is in my case mail.itsense.net. Setup is complete, so click update, and let's go ahead. And hopefully, if all goes well, it should be all okay. It will do many things in background. It will create appropriate connectors on my on-premise Exchange so that my Exchange server can securely send and receive emails from Exchange Online. It will configure for FreeBSD because it configured Federation Trust. So now the Federation Trust is being established and between my organization and Exchange Online, so calendaring information can be shared as well as the global address list will be available, and we will test all that these features in a while once it's done. As you can see, it's just running those commandlets, PowerShell commandlets. So I was drinking my tea. Okay. Awesome. Congratulations. Hybrid services are now configured between Exchange Online in your Office 365 tenant and your on-premise Exchange environment. I would like to rate it 5 star. It was super easy peasy, and close. And we are all set. So go to CPN, Office 365, and you can see in the Office 365 tab, I will see what mailbox I have got there. Sort of integrations there. And in the next few, you see, I see those mailboxes which I created in Office 365. So now what we need to do, we need to test the mail flow, which we'll do. And another thing is we need to make sure that user, yeah, the global address list. What I will do, I will create a mailbox and see it will appear in the global address list. I'll build one on-premise mailbox, one mailbox in Exchange Office 365 or Exchange Online, and we'll see if it appears. Also, we will check or test what? Yeah, we will back to move the mailbox, one of the on-premise mailbox. Let's say Mr. Mark Nicholas to Office 365, and it will be seamless to user. Outlook cache will not need to be OST will not need to be recreated, so it's all good. So we will do all these testing in next video.